We are live, I believe. Yes, oh, there we are. Live we are. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, Sorin's Journey. Last time, we saw the conclusion of Shadowbringers. Emet-Selch has been defeated, the Lightwardens are gone, and night has returned to all of Norvrandt. But things don't end there. We still have to find a way to get the Scions back to the source without, preferably without killing Graha. But not all of the Sineaters have been dealt with either. Get the chat window hidden. And Sorin's not one to leave work half finished. So it's back to the... what's it called? The something steps? The Wandering Stairs. That's the name of the bar. Back to the Wandering Stairs to meet up with these other bounty hunters and see if we can't deal with the three remaining Cardinal Virtues. And this time, I'm gonna say hello to Giot here. Excuse me, there. You were looking for help dealing with one of the Cardinal Virtues, right? Don't you know better than to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Sorry. Not even a proper greeting, neither. Look here. Lally-ho! Name's Giot. Lally-ho! Sorry, been a while since I've interacted with dwarves. See, now that's a greeting. Lally-ho's aside. Just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. I believe this is the first time. You're from the same strange land as Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. I don't suppose you're the same, are you? So I could use someone with power the likes of which this world has never known. I'm hunting Sineaters, you see. Well, one in particular. That's what I'm here for. A healer? And not half bad at a job, eh? I like your confidence. And I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I'm looking for. But I have to ask you to prove it. Right. What would be the best way to do that? There's no need for that. Listen here. The Sineater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for both of us. So, you get yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, and we'll see what you've got. Right. Shouldn't be too difficult. Where in the forest are we going? Just outside the gate. I suppose I can't blame them. Lena shared with some of the citizens, but I don't think everyone knows who I am. Which, to be fair, I kind of prefer it that way. Right. Where did they go? Oops. Giot? Oh, Sorin. Glad you found the place all right. So, what are we doing? Now, for the prey. That'll do. Now, I just take a deep breath and... Hey! Your mother was a hobgoblin, you ain't much to look at neither! Come here and face me, you craven shite! I guess that's one way to use provoke. Giot? Right. Though Giot lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems as it will have to be dealt with. Well, here we go. Eos, wanna come help out? You're... Yeah, Giot can wait. Wolverine shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's find a few spells. And there we go. Giot, are you okay there? Eos, give me a hand, would you? Huh. See? That wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs and at least 1 femur there. But my bones feel just fine now. Better than before. Better than before, actually. That beast gave you no trouble. Seems that you're just what I'm looking for after all. So... you got beat up like that on purpose, right? We can talk about the rest back at the Crystarium over a drink or free. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. Right. I don't know whether it's better or worse if that was deliberate. On the one hand, if... I like the people I'm healing to have some... a little more respect for their own life. And if it wasn't deliberate... I wonder if Giot's really up for fighting a Cardinal Virtue. Well, back to the stairs. Albert wasn't exactly the easiest opponent after all. I imagine the others will be similar. Whoa. Ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a well-earned victory. I'm not normally one to point out things like this, Giot, but you didn't seem particularly effective back there. No, I didn't say it was my victory. Of course, I did find myself a partner of uncommon skill, so maybe it was. Ha! Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us understand each other, sure enough. I've seen that you're a master fighter, and you've learned that I'm as fearless as the stone, and so a fellowship is forged. Right. Nope. Oh, now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sineater I'm after. It's one of the so-called Cardinal Virtues. It's a Farcine, and it's a nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us. But this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamite, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough. But Sorin being out there, looking all dwarf-like, well, it don't help matters, accursed thing. The Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Emet's sins no more. So the head of the council, the eldermost elder, stay with me here, gave me this job. Hunt down Sorin, slay it, see that it don't keep sullying our good name. I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine, I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sorin keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Emet herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sorin's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other Sineaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in him forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. And that's where you come in. Right? Maybe? I can heal, but how does that help us? Would Sorin... I do feel Sorin would point out, yeah. Especially after everything he does know about Warriors of Light. I can understand why, but I really don't think Emet deserves the way you talk about her. Listen, I know you have your ways, and that's just fine. But whether you care much for Dwarven honor or not, you have to agree that a Sineater that can raise its fellows from the grave is a danger to us all. I'm not arguing that point. As for Emet, you should know that being a dwarf is about respecting tradition, and she never did. Never. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Emet roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. Then there's the part about bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back, face bare to the world, a Sineater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? But we have ale to drink and Sineaters to hunt, in that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Right. What have I gotten myself into? For Ardbert's sake, I have to make sure the others get their rest, and I don't know if I can fight Sineaters alone. Not like the Cardinal Virtues. So, Giot, ready for our next... Giot? And who are you? You looking at me? You got something to say? Giot, are you... Got you, eh? Of course I remember my new partner. And I ain't drunk neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than... well, however much I had to get me under the table. And now you know one more thing about me. This'll only strengthen our fellowship for sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're to take down Sorin. So I'm thinking we should start with observation. Get you a look at its healing powers. Let you see what we're dealing with. Now, this is the perfect place to overhear the right sort of information if you listen. Don't get the wrong idea. I don't let it get in the way of no important drinking, but I do pay attention. Anyway, what I heard is that Sorin's been spotted in Calusia. Then I remembered. There's a little pub over in Stilltide, the Leaky Keel it's called, and they make a decent brew. Some of the folks there should be able to point us in the right direction. I think I've been there before. That was when I first arrived, where I met Alphino again. I think. Actually, a while ago now, I think about it. Seems to be the... And of course she's drinking again. Just what are you looking at? Fine, fine. No need to give me that murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. Ah, yacht, you think to yourself. Always drinking and lounging about and drinking some more. What a sluggard. What a drunkard. What a magnificent beard. Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Ah, yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. Right. I'll agree you got me on some of those points. We really should work on finding you a sense of humor. Maybe deal with that after Sepharsin. It might take a while. Anyway, you'll be happy to hear that while I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. Also, some excellent wine, which... no, information first. Right, so, according to the local fisherfolk, quite a few Sineaters have turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. I suggest we go there and kill as many as we can find. We can't say for sure where Sepharsin will appear next, but if it's in the area, it won't pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? And while we're at it, you can vent some of that pent-up rage you got. Don't need to be pretty, so long as the job gets done. Just make sure to find me again before Sepharsin shows up, you hear? Right. I guess that's a simple enough mission. So we'll just look for Sineaters. I suppose especially Sepharsin can't be allowed to continue to roam free. Without the light, the Sineaters are falling back, but if they have a way to keep regenerating, they might get confident again. Here's one. Akila, do you want to come help out? A little more. There we go. Don't see any sign of anyone. Let's have a look for another one. This seems like a good spot. Any Sineaters about? Oh. Got a couple of them. Not as strong as the last one. A few out. Wonder where Guillot's at. If she's had any more luck. Oh, looks like it. I suppose it was just an act last time. Excuse me? That should do it. Now, we'll wait to see if Sepharsin shows itself. Over in those bushes, say. And I've got the wine right here. Right. She ever stop drinking? Wait. Is that... That's her. Lamit. Or Sepharsin. There, that's it. It really can raise Sineaters. See, it revived the other one. I can see that. Hey, what's wrong? Diego! Again! That's... Is that... Limit? What a lonely place to die. Well, outside's even worse than I feared. Is... someone there? You're alive! Well, why didn't you say so? I can't do much for the dead, but for the living, that's a whole other matter. Birch. I can't believe it. All of my wounds. Healed. Thank you, kind stranger. Yeah. Sure a lucky day passed by. You really might have died, you know? You'll hear no argument from me. I was a fool. The thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have friends lying in wait never so much as crossed my mind. I shouldn't have been out here alone. With your magic to keep me fighting, though, your numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't look to have a party of your own yet, and I could certainly use a man like you on my side. What? I am no man, you unripened gourd. Why, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lamit, proud daughter of the Fall family. If I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back the way I found you, you hear? Yes, Mom. I certainly didn't mean to offend. The beard misled me, you see. Hello, Mooney. Welcome to the stream. The origin of Ardbert's party. And that's that. Look, Ardbert, treasure. Get sidetracked with Stariel. You certainly look the hero. Now let's see you act like one. Hello? Sorin? Hey, you, honorless lout, half-empty flagoon, lanky dullard. Your mother was a hob and your face looks like a newborn's arse. Giot? That's one way to try and wake someone up. Ah, straight-faced as always. A refreshing round of insults always cheers me up. I'm starting to wonder if you have as much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? I'm sure. I think. Fine, never mind. At least we got what we came for. And you didn't miss much. How does Farcine brought the Ever Eater back to life? They both floated off to who knows where. But what happened to you? I have this, gift. You sort Farcine? No, the real Emet's past? Ha! I knew you'd have some kind of weird power. Sounds to me like what you witnessed was the beginning of Lamit's journey, right after she left home. It's odd. You said she was wearing her helm, and she helped out that injured traveler just like any Dwarf of Honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster. But then... I'm not sure. I mean, Sorin has to kind of add that, because Sorin doesn't know who his parents are. So like, I'm fairly certain. I mean, he's fairly certain his mother wasn't a hobgoblin, but he has no definitive like evidence otherwise. It don't sit right with me neither. but standing around wondering about it won't do nothing but make us thirsty. We're done here, so let's go back to the Crystarium. Right. So Lamit was the first of Ardbert's companions. I suppose that's right. And the memories I saw of Nialbert's, she was already there. I don't think she had the helmet on either in those memories. It's easier to convince people when you say something. Yep. It's like the whole thing. If you walk into somewhere you're not supposed to be with enough confidence, and people will just assume that you are supposed to be there. Ooh. Ah, there ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a job well done. Oh, don't give me that look. I did stuff this time. You saw. You also saw Sepharsin work its magic. But since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I'm guessing you didn't have no sudden revelations about how to stop it. Don't worry. I didn't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. I only need you to remember what you saw today. Keep it in your mind. Then, maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. The power of Google usually prevails. That and you're one to correct people. Me? I like to think while I drink. It's the most efficient way. So you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when I have a plan. Right. Well, do you have a plan? Oh, lally-ho. Looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your muscles are so much bigger, it's almost like there's 3 of you. Is this another joke, Gyotr? Yes, I'm joking, as you know. But you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sepharsin while you were at it. Haven't had any revelations, no. Don't worry. I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sineaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. I don't expect it to work. Sineaters ain't like us. We're like any sort of normal creature. But by seeing your healing magic fail to heal him, we should learn why it don't work. Then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Sepharsin. I've heard from folks passing through that stray Sineaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mortsuk and be ready for carnage. Right. That's actually not a bad idea. If we can figure out what exactly Sepharsin's healing magic is, then we'd know better how to stop it. It's true enough that I've never tried to heal a Sineater. I've never exactly had reason to. Gyotr, you're still drinking, I see. Oh. You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done, and with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Gyotr, always drowning one ale or another, you think to yourself. And so good at it, too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take any more. And you quietly weep on the inside. Sure, that's what's happening. I'm sympathetic, I am, but my drinking is important. No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine, you leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some Sineaters in the time it takes you to finish off this Mort swill here. gulp that down and come and find me. Southeast of here. You'll see. Do I have to? A half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Giot, sits on the mat. The local concoction within is a deep brown, and from it wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. I really have to refuse. A feeling of foreboding, be it an effect of the echo or something more instinctual, overpowers you when you so much as look at the contents of the bottle. You decide to abstain and make up an excuse to tell Giot later. Oh, very good, very good. Only more than enjoy our brew. No one else ever drink as much as that dwarf. Did Sasano say something similar about a man needing sake? I think so. His excuse for just sitting and drinking is kind of like, I'm not procrastinating. I am building up my strength. Right. Probably for the best anyway. I'm no dwarf. I don't think I could down stuff like that and still fight with a clear head. Oh, please stay away. You're at least a rank A. The Eater appears to have been roundly bludgeoned by a rather over-enthusiastic maul wielder. I see you've been to work, Giot? See, your average Sineater's no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but, I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross. Flattened in all the wrong places with bits poking out and the like, so I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that it's an effective strategy. And now that we've got our Sineater patient, you can try out your healing on it. Go on. I suppose it's effective in some term, but let's see what I can do. Oh, right, this isn't a actual use a healing spell, this is a right-click to interact. Okay. Well, nothing happened. As we thought. Nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? Well... I suppose thinking on it, it's really alive in the first place? I can heal the living, I can't really... I'm not a necromancer. You're right on that one. The Sineaters may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them. Keeps them going like winded automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. And if Sepharsin's power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? Oh, made it to 12.8. That's a lot of jade. Compared to the amount I have. I also wonder why it didn't come and revive this one. Is it just too far away to take notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it appearing at Holminster Switch neither. And so many Sineaters got killed there that you think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Eaters and not others? This is all too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. Right. Back to the bar, I guess. But she does raise a point. Why have I not seen Sepharsin anywhere else I've been fighting Sineaters? Since I've arrived here, it's not like... Well, it's not like I've been avoiding fighting them. I wonder if it's like Njalbert. There must be some something subconscious driving Sepharsin. Something from Lamit's memories. Yacht? The moored stuff's alright, but this here is fine ale. Yeah, at least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you seem morose. You won't kill Sepharsin any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folk. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work figuring out why Sepharsin does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... Yeah, something obvious. Have we thought about looking into Lamit's history? Yacht appears to be consuming ale with even greater veracity than usual. Lolly-ho! I'd ask if you're here for a drink, but I know you ain't. You've got that serious look about you. As usual. I've got my usual here too. My 5th round of it, in fact. Ha! Right. I'm sorry for seeming so serious, just... This kind of feels like an important deal, you know? Why so few, you ask? Well, I stepped away for a while to do some research, but that Moren bloke kicked me right out of the cabinet of curiosity, and then banned me for life. Moren? Did? Gyod, I feel there must have been a reason if Moren kicked you out. I spilled just a wee bit of mead on the books and he chases you out with the fury of 1,000 floods. That man could use a drink if you ask me. Those... If I understand right, those books are valuable, Gyod. What's that glare for? Don't tell me you're signing with him over me. We're supposed to be partners. And after I've worked so hard to find us new information on Sepharsin. Thanks so much. Sat with those dusty tomes until not one, but both my buttocks went numb. Well... Did you actually find anything for all your searching? You know, after what I went for at the cabinet, your complete refusal to acknowledge anything I do is kind of comforting, actually. Anyway, I did get some new information from a reliable source, a drinking buddy of mine. Sepharsin was seen recently in the Raktiga Greatwood. If we do something about our signature eater slaying in the forest, there's a chance we'll draw it out. I figured that sitting around thinking is getting us nowhere, and research can only take us so far. So, why not? Maybe finding it together will teach us something we couldn't learn otherwise. We can't kill it, but the two of us should be more than capable of getting a few whacks in and making an escape. I've fought it before and come away fine. Mostly. So that's the plan. Meet me at the Sliverbow. Then we go a pummeling. Right. I suppose a direct confrontation is probably not a bad idea. Give us a bit of a chance to learn who I'm fighting against. And still drinking, I see. There you are. I didn't mention it earlier, but I've been here looking for Sepharsin before. I know most everyone in Sliverbow, actually. Sure, they seem an odd lot at first, what with their worshipping the darkness and all, but once you get to know them, share a few drinks, they're not bad folk. They got fine wine, too. Shame we can't get it anywhere else. Anyhow, they've been helping me out while I enjoy the local spirits. Seems that Sepharsin's shown itself in the blind forest of Ixmaya, east of here. Let's get out there and slay a few Sineaters each, like we did before. See if that brings it to us. Right. Off to... Oh. Y'shtola. Sorry, I should say hello while I'm here. There you are. I take it there were no pressing matters to keep you in the source, then. If not, I may have need of you in the near future. There is still so much to be learned of this world. So many mysteries begging to be solved. I feel like this is partially a wine walk forget. Yep. Gjort's motivation is definitely to slay the Sineater and not just to try out all the different types of alcohol around Norvrandt. The greatest, perhaps, being the truth of Emet-Selch's words that fateful day in the Kitana Ravel. A most troubling matter, to be sure. But remember, it is not a burden you must bear alone. Well, I plan to be in the first for a while, so let me know if you need anything. I'm just helping clear up some lingering Sineaters. Off into the forest. Where might there be Sineaters? Let's try here. Oh, yep, definitely found some here. Ooh. They sure love lingering. Yep. All right. Let's keep looking. Suppose if nothing else, this probably helps out Fano. Keeps the area clear for them. Oh. Still more. And there we go. Well, that's more than I got last time, so maybe check in with Gjort. Find out how she's getting on. Well, she seems to be doing well. Gjort? Right. That looks good. Well, not good, but you take my meaning. Now we settle in and hope that Sepharsian's feeling charitable today. Right. Hopefully she will be. So, is this bush really enough cover for us? Where is it? I'm nearly out of wine. Well, there you go. Oh, here. Don't forget, we still need to find out how it does what it does. So make sure you're watching, not just walloping. Right, I'll do my best. So... wait for it. There! It looks like... why doesn't it fix the other one, though? Don't know. Well, makes our lives easier, I guess. Charge! Take down the weakling first. Right. I forget that playing Scholar in these instances is a little annoying because the fact EOS doesn't heal non-party members. Ah, ain't no match for us. Have some excogitation. Yeah, for Sepharsian. Oh, shite. It's raising it again. Why just... Yeah, it's right. Why does it... Why not the other one? How does it do that so fast? Right, divide and conquer then. You take Sepharsin. Right. Okay then. That's why I failed some Scholar Solar. Yeah. It's working! Keep at it! I'm not quite sure it is working. Okay. Eos's AoE's heal Geos, though. All up. Take that, you... What? Did we do it? I think so. How? Self-raising? Ah, of course not. Healing magic is so annoying. No offense intended. Not again. Sorin? Oh, not again. Wait, I think it's... No, coming back. This is... Rongan ruins somewhere. So, this is the Guardian. You excited, Limit? Yes, of course. I've come this far and I will claim the legacy of Ronka. Still wearing helmet. That's the offer. The others are here. Okay, so we've got Stone, Cure, Mediga, Esna, and basically Benediction. Alrighty. Are we going? You remember, this is an instance where I probably do need to focus on healing. Ouch! Please tell me your Esna can fix this. Of course. Much better. Now I take my revenge. Did you check out the chocobos running across... What now? There's chocobos on Google. Nicely done, everyone. Silva... I don't know what's coming, but it can't be good. Codex of Darkness. Oh, Doom. If I'm not healed fully soon, I think I might. You did it. I'm alright. If you Google search Final Fantasy, there's a button. Okay. I'll draw that focus. Meanwhile... Say no more. Just keep them in one place. RFC was talking about? Oh, okay. I'll have to have a wee look after stream. Tougher than I thought. But I'll get you yet. Oh, good old limit break. That's all of them. Now, let's finish this. It's going for you, Lamit. Come here. Oh, it's a silver. I get the feeling you just saved my life. Again. We're so close. Hit over everything you've got. There we go. Everyone all right? All's well. Now, let's get what we came for. The lost restorative magic of Ronka. Can you sense the power in it? Yes. There can be no mistake, Silva. This is it, and my only path is forward. That's the same type of medallion we had, isn't it? Wise Guardian, in the name of the Royal House of Ronka, I implore you, grant me your knowledge. Lamit. A crystal of light. I did it. The spell is mine at long last. I can save my sister. And you will. We'll meet up with Brandon and Albert, and then we'll see you home. Brandon and Albert? Those must be the other... Yeah, I know Njalbert. Brandon must be the Paladin. Hey! Oh, he of inferior beardliness! Eggface! Hobson! Get it together for stone's sake! Giot? A scene into the past is a nice trick and all, but could you maybe, oh, I don't know, wait until we're not in mortal peril next time? Having so far seen a way of having me pulverizing you into bargain was no mean feat. If I weren't, well, we'd both be dead right now. Sorry about that. It's not really something I have any control over. I hope you learned something worth the trouble, at least. Maybe. I don't know. So Lamit was after a spell from old Ronka. That could be the secret of Sepharsin's power, but it's hard to know for sure. Whatever Lamit did to pry those secrets out of the ruins was right complicated by the sound of it, and she took the power with her. Looks like it. We need to think on how we can confirm what you saw. Maybe find out what that magic actually does. Yes, over a nice mug of ale. No, mead. No, ale first, then mead. Right, I guess back to the Wandering Stairs. Oh, I'll just get window hidden again. And back through the Crystarium. I wonder if that memory has any connection to what Sepharsin's doing. And why it's only particular Sineaters. I recall the visions we get from the knock other echo users right off there. I can't remember that. I can't remember mentioning something like that. Nothing goes down so well after a fight to nail. Ain't no higher truth in this world than that. Don't give me those, oh, there goes Giot waxing philosophical about the ale again, eyes. I'm doing this for your own good. It's plain that you've never had a proper education. It's like this. You pick the right booze for the right job. You've got your ale for before and after physical fights, of course, but you've also got mead for reading, wine for singing, and your hard liquor for those times when you need to tell some Hobson to go stick his head in the forge. Me, I'll be switching to the mead. I'm thinking I might find something about what happened to Emet's sister if I look through my village's old annals. And hopefully, I can get my hands on some historical records of Ronka. More'n be damned. I don't know what you'll be getting yourself into while I'm at it, but you make sure to bring the right drink for the job. I'll let you know when I've got something worth pursuing. Right. Oh, next. Just 2 more left. Predictably, Giot is drinking. Oop. Oop. There you are. I need Lesh mead. You heard me. Lesh. More ale. Much more. Wait. You ain't the waitress. Is this another joke, Giot? I know you want to say something, but you won't. Or you'll think that'll just encourage me. Well, maybe that's what I want you to think. Or maybe... you know that's what I want you to think. All this time I thought I was annoying you, but actually... Nah, can't be. All this rubbish about lost civilizations must be getting to me. I've read a dozen histories and I still don't know nothing about that magic of Emet's. What I did find, though, is where she would have gone if she wanted to see her sister. And it's in Tomra. So, what do you say? Come and visit my home. I'll be waiting for you when you get there. Yep, this is the reason why, even though I wanted to do the healer quests before the finale, instead of the magic DPS, this is why I couldn't. Because the time period I had meant I was stuck. I couldn't get to Tomra. It's been a wee while since I've been here. So, Giot, where are we going? I may have forgotten to tell Sorin how to get here. That's unfortunate. Come to think of it, I ain't sure he can get here. The tunnel is only for dwarves and... Sorin! Where'd you come from? I was attuned to the Aephorite here already. Oh, so it was you folks that got the ladder moving. Huh. I can't believe you managed that. Didn't even tell me. Just when you think you know a person. Yes, that's a joke. Anyhow, the place I want to show you is just over there. Follow me. Right. Where? In the cave? Wait, is that a Sineater? In the village? Giot? Everything alright? Yeah, nothing to worry about. This monstrosity came flying in my face. Rudely, I might add, when I unsealed the old tunnels. But everything's under control. Seems like it. What's a Sineater doing here? As you can see, I gave it an old-fashioned dwarven decking. Can see that, but what's this about tunnels you're unsealing? Yeah, the reason I brought you here. Can't say I was expecting such a nasty welcome, but maybe I should have. Let me explain. We don't use it no more, but before the flood, dwarves lived in this place. Only the sick ones mind. In those days, there was this illness called stone blight. Turned your skin into stone, bit by bit. And it was just a matter of time, a few months or a few years, until you were petrified completely. That's I knew where it came from, but they didn't know it was contagious. And so, they locked them all up. Here, in the Lightwardens. They needed to keep it from spreading because there was no cure. Not back then. Not back then? So, you have a cure now? Again? Who's... Ardbert? Limit! Was it not enough to leave without permission? Or to return unbidden, bringing these strangers into our home? You knew full well that entering the Lightwardens is forbidden. How many of our traditions must you trample before you are satisfied? If you refuse to respect your heritage, you have no place here. As head of the council, I hereby banish you. You are no longer a dwarf. Begone and never return. Begone! Wait, the power she found, that was... Have you lost your wits? Limit just cured your people. Her sister and all the others. She left your village to find a way to save them, and she did. She did what no one else would. Your words have no weight here, outsider. This is a dwarven matter. Silence! Silence! I will not be silent. You have no idea what Lamit has been through. That's enough, Ardbert. Whatever my reasons, I did break our laws, and I did so knowing that this would be the result. I will accept my punishment. I leave my dwarven pride behind today. So... Lamit... If Lamit is leaving, so am I. You probably didn't think much of us after you shoved us in there to die, but it was awfully hard to breathe. We all took our helms off. If Lamit's going to be banished for breaking our traditions, then I should be too. As the young lady says, none of us is perfect. It ain't right that Lamit should be the only one punished for it, especially seeing as she was saving us. Come on, exiles. We keep our faces plain for all to see, and our heads held high. Oh, everyone. March of the Exiles. This is... Are you sure you're alright with this? We could go back. We could... What? Pummel the elders with your axe? I know you're not that fledgling adventurer who got knocked flat by hobs anymore. You could probably defeat even our strongest warriors. But forget it. We have more important things to worry about. We still haven't found what caused the illness in the first place. If it really is the Shadow Keeper again, well, you know what we have to do. If this is what it takes to save our world, I will give up my home and more, Ardbert. And anyway, it's not all bad. I don't think I really understood before. How beautiful it is out here. How nice the wind feels. It is nice, isn't it? And for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here. Helmet or no. Hartbert, thank you. That was... Hey, up, son. Ugly. Look, I'm running out of insults here, and I'm starting to feel bad. Just wake up already. Gyot... Finally? Well, that was harrowing. About as soon as you started doing your thing, that Sineater decided to rise from the dead. Oh, I suppose that's mostly my own fault for not dealing in an extra blow or two just in case. Anyhow, what did you see? More of Lemet's past. I knew it. I knew that Lemet was the one who cured Stoneblight. It had to have been. She saved all of them, and they exiled her for it. And the head of the Council of Elders. Gyot is... It's been raining for a lot of the time I've been going through this. Gyot, is everything alright? Oh, sorry, I suppose I wandered off. Got caught up in my own thoughts. Actually, can you give me a moment? Or maybe a while. I'm not sure what to think is all. I don't want to keep you from your other work, so I'll see you later. Not back to the stairs? It's really like the sect of the Mandalorians who don't ever show their faces. Yep. The ultimate shame for a dwarf. To expose their face to those who aren't kin. Gyot isn't drinking. Gyot, are you okay? You're worried me a little bit. Oh, hello there, Sorin. Lally-ho? Everything okay? What? I mean, lally-ho! Oh, and a lally-ho to you! I'm impressed. You knowing to give me a lally-ho just now shows you've really picked up on the finer points of dwarven culture. That really helped. Thanks. I was so busy dwelling on that business with Lemet that I almost forgot the news I had for you about Sepharsin. You remember that Sineater I killed in the Lightwardens? Well, while you were gone, Sepharsin showed up to revive it. Seeing that convinced me. Convinced you? I mean, you remember how I was wondering why Sepharsin don't revive every Sineater we take down, right? Well, we learned from your vision that the dwarves that Lemet cured of Stoneblight went into exile of their own volition. As you can see, the village was spared the worst of the flood. But the folks that left, well, probably weren't, which means... they became Sineaters. Sepharsin's just continuing Lemet's mission. Right! It's the only thing that makes sense. Those poor souls couldn't go back to the village, so they got caught in the flood. They became Sineaters. And Sepharsin is still saving them, even now. And that gave me an idea. As we figured before, Sepharsin ain't alive. But Lemet wanted so badly to heal those dwarves that it's following suit. Like a reflex its body can't forget. The last time Lemet saw those folks she healed, they were helmless, leaving their home for the last time. She probably never forgot the sight of them. And so Sepharsin goes around healing helmless dwarves to this day. You see the solution, right? Helms. Wait, you mean all we need to do is put a helmet on Sepharsin? That's actually... isn't it just? Not as brilliant as my beard, maybe, but few things are.
Especially these Cardinal Virtue quest lines. So I do feel the healer one. I do like Lemit's story.
Now,
I'll have to consider it again once I finish enthusiastic thumbs up here. I'll have to try and answer that question again once I've done the tank and physical DPS again, like so they're more recent in my memory.
Now, whoever clapping a helm on Sorin will keep it from healing itself, I can't say. It'll depend on whether the thing sees itself as just another helmless dwarf. It don't seem to have much in the way of self-awareness, so I think it's worth a shot. Fortunately, we won't need to wait to find out. It came around not too long before you did. So, if we kill the right sort of Sineaters, it should still be close enough to notice. Let's get to it.
Right. Not because the DPS has cow. Are you sure now, Mooney? Are you sure? Are you sure your favoritism isn't just superficial? It's not just about the ear wiggles? Right. Okay. So just need to hope that some of these are old stone blight victims. I plead the fifth. I can be honest, I don't know what it means to plead the fifth, because I assume, is that related to like the American Constitution or something? Enjoy my level 80. I've ascended levels. Oh no! I need to get Jeopard myself. He needs to be mine. I just want the outfit. I think the fifth comes from our constitution. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've heard the term several times, but I have no context for it. Oh. Ooh. What? Oh, there's 3 of them. I missed one of them. Oops. Alright. Basically, you're saying you'll stay silent to avoid self-incrimination. Fair enough. Right. That's a few Sineaters done. They all looked like the same type as I saw last time. Wonder if Giot's had any more luck. Giot? Where's she gone? Giot, you had any luck? Right, so we've got our eaters, we've got our helms, and now we wait. Once the Sorin shows up, we'll test out a helm on the bait first. That'll also save us from having to kill it over and over. Right. Well. Shall we get to it? You're sure this is the right one? This feels familiar. It's the 3rd time we've... Oh, there we go. Aha! At last! A bit less toppling over on your part this time, if you please. I'll do my best. Don't jinx it. Yep. Okay. Wait for it to be distracted with healing the other one. Then we strike. Okay. There she goes. We get sleep resistance. Now, charge! Alright. As I said, we'll try this on the Lesser Eater first. I'll give it a bit of a pummeling, and you put it to sleep with repose. That'll give me the... I doubt it'll take to nap in mid-battle unless it's nearly ready to drop. So wait for my signal here. Oh yeah, at one point in the game where repose is actually needed. Okay. Just keep an eye out on it. Just make sure that doesn't hit Giot. Come on. It's time, Sorin. Cast repose. Alright, here goes. Alright, let's get that ugly mug of yours covered up. Oh, you got the helmet on. Ain't that a sight? Head is crammed awkwardly into a dwarven helmet, granting resistance to sleep. Looks like it worked. It's not reviving the thing. Now we... Uh-oh. Lucky for us, I brought extra helms in case of emergency. Right. Well, let's get to it. Oh, careful. Oh, that one's ready for repose. There you go, Giot. There's your chance. Bonk. Just get the other one. There you go. That should be your chance, Giot. Unceremonious behelmeting. Whee! Alright, now we can... Oh, wicked white, that's annoying. Are these ones maybe trying to protect it? Does some part of them remember? Well, no time to ponder that now. Helms away! They're all... Even the minor Sineaters remember their past. When did I... I did not mean to summon Seraph. I must have misclicked something there. Okay, there we go. Take your chance, Giot. Can I focus target you? Oh. Here's our chance. Bonk. How is the Sage questline? Is it good? I didn't mind the Sage questline. Like, it's not a bad... I don't remember it being a bad story, but it's not one of the... I didn't find it, like, super memorable or anything. Hey, looks like they've... Oh, stop coming. Now, we hit Sepharsi with everything we've got. Alright. Did we do it? Now. Hold still. Viewers. You see? Well, the helmet. That's not good. You have more spares, right, Giot? Giot? Come on. Get back up. You okay? Oof. Thanks. Right, let's... That helm got it even worse than I did just then. It was our last one. Well, do we have another plan? I hate to say it, but this ain't going as well as I'd hoped. If we had even one more helm, I could try again, but... All we can do is try. Wait, we do have one more helm. Giot, what are you... what? Just the one! Giot? Is this okay? She's that committed. Well, well. Looks like it's time to take the Sineater down once and for all. Together. Right. She's going that far. She's committed to this. Baited by the rock throw. It's time, Sorin. We can end this. Alright. What's that? The Dwarven helmet is preventing the use of certain restorified actions. Looks like I was right. No healing for you. Ha. That's... Oh, right. Limit was a big damn hero. No surprise that she knows a few dangerous tricks. Oh. Get that wind burn off. Come on. Adam, white mages have the blood lily. Yep. Come here, quickly. Here we go. I knew you'd have my back. Let's actually give you a for pack as well, right? That works. Yes, it does. Oh, tempered virtue. What is that? Okay. You don't scare me. I have a giant hammer. Oh. It's not good is what it is. Sanctified holy. Ooh. Here it comes. Try not to die. Advanced geometry. I can't say I failed math. Maths was like my best subject in school. Right. Here we go. Come on. For me, my worst was art, by far. Art was the only subject I think I ever got a D in. We did it. Ha! Take that, you pasty bastard! Crystal. I did it, Arbert. Enough one of your friends can rest now. What's that you've got there, Sorin? Just a crystal. Some kind of crystal? What's... Still something left. Tradition wouldn't have saved her. That's why I left. Lamit. Just another memory. I left, and I traveled. I met Ardbert. We found our companions, and together we searched. Are you... her? Lamit, listen, I called you a disgrace before, and... My journey was not an easy one. To save my sister, to save them all, I faced 1,000 foes. I know, I understand now. I'm so... But as I did, I learned how wide this world is, how beautiful, how cruel, and how much I wanted to protect it. Perhaps it should have been easy for me then. Give up my home forever, for a greater cause. It wasn't. It hurt so much. But you bore it. You forgave them. You survived! Yes, it hurt. But I survived. Because they were there. Because he was there. Ardbert, you stubborn idiot. You sweet boy. You never did understand what you meant to me. Oh. She's gone. Rest well, Lamit. You are the best of us. So, Giot? We did it! You can hardly believe it. This calls for a drink at Dracastarium, don't you think? If that silence is you wondering if I want to go home, well, I can't. I showed my face to you, didn't I? Broke our rules. So, I'm thinking I'll give Lamit's way a try. Live proud as an exile. Just like all the other folks that she saved. Ah, don't make that face. It's nothing that a little ale won't solve. That's a... I hope she's not just putting on a strong act. Though, I wouldn't be surprised if she genuinely thought enough alcohol would solve the issue. Well, I guess I'll see how she's getting on. If you're still in here, Ardbert, hope that's given you a little bit more rest. Want more of your friends saved. That's the stuff. Can Can I help you? You're staring. Really staring. Did you know you're doing that? I'm glad. You know, I think Sorin would echo Ardbert's words. Just glad to see you're still doing well. Heh, looks like you finally figured out how to tell a joke. Now's the part where I stare all misty-eyed into the distance, right? Anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Firstly, well, you've been following along with my crazy plans this whole time, but I never really said how much I appreciate your help with Sephorsine and Lamit. Thank you. You appreciate it, so yeah. And I think as well, just like not always jumping to the conclusions that of what other people have to say. And I think you deserve to know something else too. You know the elder who exiled Lamit? That was my great-grandfather. He's remembered as the greatest warrior of our kind. I always wanted to be just like him. Be strong, honorable, protect our traditions. But Lamit, she saved so many from their suffering. Us dwarves might not even be here today if she hadn't cured Stoneblight. And he took away her home. Forever. It's hard to see that as anything other than cruel. Tradition is important, but it's not the only important thing. Kindness, empathy, love. This world and the living, breathing people in it. They matter more. That's what I learned from all the folks I shared drinks with. From Lamit, and from you. And I intend to keep learning. Here in this city, with my face plain for all to see, and my head held high. So, you know where to find me, next time you want to share a drink. I mean, you can empathize for the villains, so I can't say they're always excuses that he is. Yeah. But I think that's kind of, when it comes to Warriors of Light, like, they weren't... Like, none of them knew what would happen as the consequences of them, in their eyes. Like, they were just trying to do their best to save their world. And then it's just kind of everyone just lumps them in like they're the villains, they're the bad guys. They didn't... Not actually kind of looking into who they actually were. I know our job is done, but you'll always have a place at my side, you hear? Glad to hear, Gyot. Maybe I'll see you again sometime. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. Oh. Lally-ho, my friend. Here to join me for a drink or free? Thought not, but I'm happy enough to drink in your company either way. Watch how fast I can down this ale without my helm on. Oh. The Warrior of Light is pretty forgiving. Yeah, well, I feel that's always the thing. Is like whether the biggest thing when it comes to forgiveness is the person you're wanting to forgive actually remorseful for their actions? But I'm thinking there's still a fair bit of time left this stream, so I think I might quickly do the twinning. I don't have time to do another one of the rule quests, but I think I can squeeze in a single dungeon, because I feel the twinning is, one, I want to listen to the music. Two, is actually kind of the story for it. Time for the... see, I kind of don't really do many of the seasonal events with Sorin. Excuse me, is everything alright? Excuse me, a word, if you would be so kind. Of course. We of the Crystarium Guard have a request to make of you. Our researchers are planning to enter the Crystal Tower to learn more of its history. However, there is a problem. Now, what I'm about to reveal is strictly confidential. Were word to get out, panic would spread throughout the citizenry. Our scouts have reported that ferocious beasts and bizarre machines roam the hallways. Until we can eliminate these threats, none may enter. Strange ethereal readings have also been detected, and we suspected the phenomena are linked. The Exarch has ordered us to seek your aid in making the tower safe for our researchers to go about their work. He mentioned that you are better equipped than most to face the dangers that lurk in the tower, though he elected not to go into detail. Is this true? Well, it's not the first time I've worked through that tower. And your prior experience may prove beneficial. Come, let us proceed to the entrance. Right. Is anything I can help with works? I suppose now the truth's come out, maybe Gra's not so worried about people knowing the truth of the tower. Okay, I'm here. I take it your preparations are complete. Listen carefully. You are to lead a party of elite troops into the tower and respond to any hostility with lethal force. Once the way is clear, the researchers can begin their expedition. Our main objective is to identify the source of the ethereal disturbance. The tower cannot be considered safe until we do. Should you encounter any opposition beyond your capabilities, you are to withdraw immediately. I wish you the best of luck. Yes, ma'am. This is a more... No duty support. It's been a while since I've queued up for a dungeon with sort. Probably noticed I'm the opposite. You do defensive sorry when possible. Yeah, I might see. I kind of feel I would if I had a bit more of a reason for Sorin to do so. So far, there's no way of looking back at all limit events unless they've been recorded. Yeah. That was there Adar? Can I speak English, please? I thought, had that been a complaint about... No. I thought there had been a complaint about my gear not being repaired enough. Less than 5 minutes queue time. Yeah, see, I didn't do the Valentine. Well, I did do the Valentine's event with Sorin. He does have the. Where is it? Yeah, he does have the love heart, but I didn't do it on stream because at the time in the story he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have left the first to go and do something like that. There was too much important stuff going on. Yeah, that was one of the things when I made the decision to focus on brain work for me. Yeah, do this kind of like as much as possible in character. Sorry, always takes time for slacking off. Yeah, no, when I made the decision to try and do this as much as I could in character, I did make kind of a commitment to trying to keep like timelines and things steady. You okay there, sir? Well, there goes. Oh, it is. Did you drop your lunch over the edge, friend? Oh, missed it. Have I done? I don't know if I've done any seasonal events with Sorin? I might have. No, I don't know if I have. Minstrel Wanderer. I guess I can quickly accept these while I'm wandering around. Yeah. How... So I'll have to think a bit about yeah, like maybe I'll have to look at like what the time frame for the Final Fantasy 15 event is. Because I think Sorin might do. Oh, the grapes. I still have, where's my... I don't have my stress ball grapes that I got at the fan fest. It's not at my desk. I need to find where I put it. I think I've still like packed it away somewhere from when I moved. But I have stress ball grapes. Yeah, that's something I want to check while I'm in the queue. Let's pop over to Yulmore. I need to remind myself where I start the Yorha quests. Yeah, Dark Apocalypse. Next week, so you can do all of the level in MGP. Oh yeah, MGB grinding's a thing, isn't it? How much is the... Sorin's got 77,000. Oh. Alphino hanging out with... Oh, he finished his portrait. Sorin, when did you come back to the first? I trust Tataru and the others are well. For myself, I decided to stay here for a time, and have been doing what I can to help Yulmore adjust in the aftermath of Valfrey's tyranny. And in the spare moments I've had, I managed to finish that painting for Lord and Lady Chai. Considering all they have done, and all that lies ahead, it seemed a suitable gesture. As you can see, things are back to normal here, aside from, you know, needing to completely restructure the social hierarchy. But however the matter is resolved, it would seem that I must begin working for my crust again. Mayhap I shall revive the stoneworks and develop a new Talos for this modern age. Aye, that ought to keep a smile on the wife's face. Mrs. Chai? Oh, another visitor. How lovely. Will you have a slice of cake and a spot of tea? A light meal, mayhap. Ah, but what am I thinking? We cannot lay the table with luxurious abandon as we once did. Goodness me, it's a shame not to have sweets for my sweets. Both you and Alphino are so adorable. I must be sure to have the larder stocked before your next visit. I appreciate the thought, Lady Chai, but you really don't have to. Doo-doo. Scattered to the winds. Boop, boop. Nope, there we go. Twinning. Off we go. Maybe. Oh. Quick hello. There we go. I'm still so annoyed that I missed this song being played at the FanFest during the concert. So I had to leave the hall quickly to go and retrieve my bag from the Galleon Sever. Alright. This looks... Yeah, this is the entrance to Circus Tower, alright. Fucking remix of Locust. Yeah. Get me an Adlokium. Excogitation. Remember your first... Oh, you found it? No, my first experience was the Alexander raids. Is anything being said that I need to pay attention to? Maybe I should actually keep... I should actually keep chat open just in case someone says something I need to pay attention to. If you get in fights DPS, I'm not... Is the tank okay? Oh, lagging really badly. It's a pretty cool map. Oh, hello. Little elevator thing. A big store. This is just a big storm, I imagine. Riders ride. I do hope there'll be a fan fest in 2025. I get the feeling like, because there's been no announcements, I assume there's not one happening this year. I would love to get over again. Circle back. Yeah, I do know how it works. Oh, our tank has DC'd. It looks like. Yeah. No, yep, lag problems. What am I worrying for? What am I worried? I am worried about just the tank. We don't have one right now. So, are we hoping for a reconnect, or... So I'm waiting for... yeah, I was waiting for the tank. Who has now disconnected. Hands and brain went before him because you're okay. Well, I mean that's what anxiety is. The tank had to reset their router. Maybe they are completely offline. Servo mechanical minotaur. Enforcement droids. Just a lot of enforcement droids, really. So, vote dismiss. Do we go ahead with it? I think it has been long enough. Yeah. Apologies, friend. I'm trying to remember what the first boss in this dungeon is. I remember the second and final boss. What is with circus? No. Cool. Imagine thinking you're queuing in for your 50, 60, 70, 80 roulette, and instead you get Circus Tower. Focus target. Give you a quick ad lokium. Beep. Hi. Have a barrier. Someone's seen. Yeah. I know it is nice to give them as much time as possible, but I kind of get as well that other people, like the other people in the party, might be on like time, like maybe might be on time constraints. Can't always assume everyone has as much free time as I do. Have some excogitation. Sacred soil. Oh, it is a little annoying. Sorin picked up possibly my least favorite healer to play. Like I like the story and all, but for Scholar, but I'm not a fan of actually how the class plays. I asked to see if everyone agrees to that term before we look into booting him. I suppose yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. Boom. Off we go. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, Alpha Zagnal. Station. There we go. Change stratagem. Oh, hello. How does this work again? Okay. I wanted to not point towards the... Again, just not hit the canisters? Oop. I'd very rarely get the twinning. So I've not actually, I can't actually remember much of how this boss works. Okay, so I want to be like here. There we go. Let me move away. Loot. Amortine stuff. Probably don't need Amortine stuff. I think most of my classes at this point either have Crypt Lurker gear or augmented Deep Shadow. That's the name for it. How far are we going, tank? This far? Alrighty. It is a warrior, so probably plenty of good self-healing at least. There you go, have your defense. Oh. There's a... Oh, that's the end of Seraph. Alright. Mifridity. Actually, now I actually see this one. I don't think I remember it either. This looks like a safe place. These just explode, right? Oop, beep, there we go. Stand fly. That. Elegant Thunder. That didn't feel too bad. Alright. I feel I remember really struggling with this boss and... Oh. I don't know why it just doesn't feel like a problem at the moment. Or maybe, I suppose I was maybe I was just worse and maybe I was just bad back then when I first did this one. Ooh, hide in the corner. There we go. Ooh, oh. Where's the ironworks? What? I lost my focus target. Nope, that's... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to use that Lokium. Onwards. Nope. The Thermocoil Boil Buster. Oh, careful. Oh, careful. Make sure I'm staying in the safe areas. And here we go. What is... That's Omega? Crystal Tower? Alexander? They recreated Alexander? That's how they moved the tower in time. Of course. Oh, careful. What? Okay, gotta be careful. It's not quite the same. Sometimes play effort. Oh yeah, no, I very regularly have Final Fantasy XIV playlists on Spotify when I'm out walking places. Just tested. Fragments in one direction. Misty noise detected. Defensive. This is not good. Evade that. Okay, just need to stay where I am. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Oh, careful. You're sure you're yeah. Yeah, I think both last year and this year my Spotify Wrapped, my top artist was Masayoshi Soken. Power barrier, friend. Careful. Three of them this time. Little tiny safe spot right here. we do it? Dad... This was probably that ethereal signal that they were finding, wasn't it? Well, it's turned off, whatever it was. So... GG, everyone. You have the nice background. I will continue being petty. Ma'am, I think we solved it. Excellent work. Not only did you reveal the cause of the ethereal fluctuations, you were able to remove the threat entirely. It's not petty, it's shallow. It's close enough. Thanks to you, the researchers have already completed their preliminary observations. Their findings were somewhat surprising. The Crystal Tower appears not to have been created by the Ronkins or any other known civilization. Its origins are veiled in mystery, much like the Exarch and yourself. About that. Forgive me. It is not the time for idle speculation. We have, however, recovered an artifact. Though its purpose is unclear. It may even be purely decorative. Right. I guess let's have a look. Have you ever encountered anything like this? This is... They had one of this in Ralger's Reach. They stored the data about Omega in it. So, it was something like... What? Oh. Has come to carry out the plan. This will be my last recording. Recording? With the tower activated and the temporal displacement apparatus online, all that remains is to throw the switch and pray. I'm sorry. I truly am. I wish there was another way. But you are our best chance of success. Our only hope. Your gift will allow you to become one with the tower and survive the journey through time and space. Were our technology as advanced as that of the Allagans, perhaps we could have gone with you. Alas, it was not to be. But when you are finally reunited, all of the hardship, all of the sacrifice will have been worth it, I'm sure. That's a message for Graha? Just promise me you'll spare a thought for those you leave behind. And we'll be thinking of you too, for as long as this world lasts. Though I fear it will not be for much longer. This is Biggs, third of his name, 18th President of Garland Ironworks, signing off. May the 12 be at your side, Grahatia. Biggs? A person's voice coming from a machine. To be honest, I cannot make head nor tail of it. Do you have any idea what that was about? It'd be a bit of a long story to explain. Yes, I can tell you know more than you are letting on. Very well, I will not begrudge you your secrets. Though one thing was clear, even to me. The people who left the message were facing a great catastrophe. They placed their faith in the Crystal Tower, in much the same way we have done ever since the Flood of Light. Our prayers for salvation were answered when you and the Exarch returned the night to us and freed us from the terror of the Sineaters. I sensed that this was all made possible by those people from a time long forgotten. We should do our utmost to learn more of them. I'm sure the best person you could ask about that is the Exarch himself. Perhaps the researchers will uncover more of these messages. In any case, you have performed admirably in service of the Crystarium. We may have need of your strength and guidance in days to come. Until then, fare you well. No problem. Let me know whenever you need a hand. Descendants of Big survived all that way. And there we go. There was a little bit of an extra side story. But that will be me for tonight. You know, we finished with the tower. So, let's see, can I get a... Tower's too damn tall. I can't crane my neck back far enough to see the top. By the entranceway. That'll do as an exit screen. But... Oh, excuse me. Indeed, that's the end of tonight's stream. I will be back tomorrow, as usual, with more Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be moving on to do the tank quests then. A good view regardless, yeah. The Crystal Tower is certainly a sight. So yeah, tomorrow will be the Shadowbringers tank role quests. And then next week... I don't know what I'll start next week with. It'll either be some more Persona 3 Reload, or I'll go ahead and finish up the role quests for Shadowbringers with the DPS. Well, physical DPS. And that will be all of that done. That stream I'll probably also do the final, like the complete role quests that come at the end of that. But for now, that's everything. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. If you enjoyed and you want to see more, you can follow me on Twitch. You could subscribe on YouTube. I upload my schedules to YouTube to let you know when I'm streaming and what games I'm streaming. But regardless of what you decide to do, I do hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for coming along. And until next time I see you, have a good evening, have a good night, and goodbye.